नमस्कार डॉक्टर साहब, प्रणाम है आपको। और वसुदेव वसुतम देवम कंस चाणूर मर्दनम देवकी परमानंदम कृष्णम वंदे जगत गुरुम। जब श्रीमद् भगवद गीता प्रारंभ करते हैं तो ये भी उच्चारण कई बार करते हैं। तो इसमें जो कृष्ण भगवान हैं वो दैत्यों का संहार भी करते हैं, बहुत सारी बातें हैं। पर अभी मैं श्रीमद् भगवद गीता के संदर्भ से जो बात प्रारंभ होती है उसका भी संबंध शरणागति से है। एक कभी कभी मन में ऐसा था कि भाई भगवान ही सब करने वाले हैं, तो जो भगवान सब करने वाले तो मैं क्यों करूं। एक ये प्रश्न आता। दूसरा, मैं ये क्यों करूं जिससे कि ऐसा ऐसा हो जाएगा, मुझे वैसा करना है। अर्जुन के मन में भी इस प्रकार का संशय और प्रश्न था। तो वो इनएक्शन की तरफ बढ़ना चाह रहा था, वहां से वो उसको एक्शन की तरफ ले जाते हैं। और कई बार हम ऐसा सुनते हैं कि एक्शन जो है उसके कारण हम बहिर्मुखता हमारी बढ़ जाती है, हमारी वृत्तियां ऐसी हैं जो बाहर दौड़ने लग जाती हैं, वहां से उनको खींच के लाना है। तो एक थोड़ा एक कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है। तो श्रीमद् भगवद गीता के कंटेक्स्ट में आप थोड़ा स्पष्ट करें।
So Arjuna was a warrior prince. He was a Kshatriya. He was not a saint to start with or saintly, but he was a very decent person and a Kshatriya by character from a very, very good family. But in the beginning, he had ego like everybody else has the ego. So when he was confronted with a very difficult choice, very difficult situation, then he breaks down. Till then, everything was fine. Arjuna is an accomplished person, one of the best in that time, best warrior. He said that he never lost any war, and he was the best archer there. So he was very gifted and talented. But when it came to a situation where he was facing his own people and he had to wage a war against them, then he becomes very nervous and he is unable to make up his mind. So that his mind and intellect will not cooperate to fight with the people. So here the ego came and disabled him for the kind of work he was supposed to do, because he is a kshatriya. The best function for kshatriya is to protect dharma and to fight a righteous war is the main duty of a kshatriya. But because here he saw his relatives, that's why he flunked. And then the Lord Krishna guides him and and explains him what is his duties and how he should do it, and he must do it. So that came because the Lord infused a lot of knowledge in Arjuna, so that he understood that as the real his soul, his function on this earth, and his duty, and then he picked up the right choice towards it.
तो राइट चॉइस में एक स्थान पर ये वचन आता है जब अर्जुन कहते हैं कि करिष्ये वचनम तव। तो जो आपने कहा है वो मैं कहूंगा। वो भी क्या शरणागति की अवस्था है क्या? क्योंकि उसके पहले तो वो अपनी समझ के हिसाब से जो करना है वो कर रहे हैं, बाद में शरण आ गई तो वो उनके साथ प्रवाहित हो गया, उस लय में आ गया जिसे आप ईश्वर की लय कहते हैं, या श्री कृष्ण भगवान का जो भाव है कि उनको ऐसा करना है, उसमें आ गया।
Yes. So with the proper knowledge and understanding, step by step, he understood, and he developed confidence in the Lord and his teachings. So that's why he says towards the end, Nasto moha smutir labdva tvat prasadat mayachyuta sthito asmi gat sandeha karishye vachanam tava. So he knew that because of his delusion, he could not do it. Now, delusion means a false belief. So his false belief is deleted, and his memory is regained about his own identity, his own duties, what he is supposed to do. even though the situation was very difficult. So it is because he took his Sharagati in the Lord's teaching. He took Sharagati from second chapter onwards. He says that the karpanye dosho pahata svabhava pruchhami tvam dharma sammuda cheta. He tells it in the second chapter that I am very weak and I cannot make the right choice because I'm confused and weak. So please give me one definite path on which I can go. And that's what the Lord explains. And then he understood this. And
तो ये जो शब्द है ना शरणागति, वो कालजयी शब्द है एक तरह से। कृष्ण तो अर्जुन के तो साथ में थे, उस रूप में उनके सखा थे, पर जब हम श्रीमद् भगवद गीता में कृष्ण अपने स्वरूप के बारे में स्पष्ट करते हैं तो वो किसी काल विशेष में बंधे हुए नहीं है, मतलब वो अभी भी हैं और वो सर्वत्र है, तो हमारे साथ भी है। तो मेरा प्रश्न ये है आपसे कि अगर अर्जुन तो सीधा उनसे निर्देश प्राप्त कर सकते थे, हम भी कर सकते हैं ना? तो ताकि हमसे कुछ गलती नहीं हो, तो हम भी उनका वचन कर रहे हो। ऐसी जो अंदर की मन की कह दीजिए या हमारे भीतर ऐसा लचीलापन और ऐसा समर्पण कैसे आए कि हम उसके कहे या वो जो चाहता है वो कर रहे हैं। जब जब वो अवस्था आ जाएगी तो वो भी कहीं ना कहीं शरणागति के द्वारा आएगी, ऐसा?
yes, it comes from the study of scriptures. So the study of scriptures, what it does, listening or reading, it does it is called Shravan. Shravan will give you knowledge. Shravan से knowledge आ जाती है. So means ignorance is destroyed. Manan से your doubts are destroyed. Whatever the doubts you might have in the teachings, when you meditate on these and inquire, read more and go in depth, मनन से वो doubts चले जाते हैं. Then you continue the process, and that is called nidhi dhyasan. That yes, these make sense, this is truth, and I want to become like that, and I want to imbibe that teaching. That's called nidhi dhyasan. You take these 3 steps, the God will infuse His grace after that, and that what makes mukti. But these 3 steps you have to take yourself. So Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. So unless we do it, your ego has a free trip, and he will become a boss in the world, and will go after the goodies in the world, and he will have no time to go on any other path. So pleasure and prosperity acquiring, and the life will run out.
So now, before we conclude, I want to request you to share your personal experience in terms of generally when you have clarity or you are immersed in the remembrance of God. So I'm just using these words, not speaking from that kind of realization. But let's say you have tasted the bliss, then you just be in yourself. So the question of action may not arise. So in your case, once you became intensely in tune to Srimad Bhagavad Gita's teachings, तो फिर आपके एक्शन में क्या फर्क आया?
बहुत फर्क हो गया. Because these teachings, they are practical, they are not theoretical teachings. They guide you properly, they show the path, and then you don't have to be lost or keep asking people what is right and what is wrong, because you have the scriptural background and guidance with you. So that takes you more towards God and away from the worldly thing. So those desires, those hankering goes away. So you are peaceful, blissful. You don't have to do anything to become happy. You don't have to go to Broadway show or Atlantic City to become happy. So that's a great advantage. And the peace of mind, that I'm fine, and we all are fine wherever we are. I mean, it is not that your bank balance increases, then you will be better off. No, it may give you some more security or whatever. That is also in your mind. But the real security is with the God, because you might have 10 millions in the bank and tomorrow you develop a paralysis, it is useless, or you get sick, or your family member gets sick. Means money cannot cure all these problems. So
So basically,
that understanding comes from the scripture, and that makes your life very easy. Then you are peaceful, blissful, you're not wanting anything, and then you do the whatever good things are there.
like having this conversation, good things. So, and getting this assurance from Dr. Atul Chokshi for all of us, or rather remembering it with him, I would say, which is you're fine wherever you are. And I think Sharagati gives you that wonderful benefit
Benefit.
through this understanding. So we
Yes.
will have more few sessions, and we'll try to sort of get into the layers of how we can attain to that state of Sharanagati. Next up, thank you very much
Very welcome.
with a lot of joy. Namaste.
Yes.